This is very
By a
dangerous.
landslide.
By a landslide. This is a dangerous one for Jake.
He needs to do it, though.
This is a dangerous fight for Jake. The kid has got balls the size of Manhattan.
Davis! 135 pounds.
People are that I'm sparring and being able to see how good they are and knowing how good Tank is, it's actually going to be my toughest test to date.
Logan Paul has openly expressed concern about his brother Jake stepping into the ring with a newly transformed Gervonta Tank Davis. Logan believes this could be Jake's toughest and most dangerous challenge yet. He points out that Davis has evolved tremendously, becoming stronger, sharper, and more technical than ever before. Drawing from his own experience fighting Floyd Mayweather Jr., Logan compares Davis's current form to Mayweather in his prime, showcasing incredible speed, precision, and ring IQ. He warns that what may look like a mismatch could change the moment the first punches land, and that's why he's genuinely worried about his brother's safety and future in the sport.
Davis has been confirmed. Guys, this fight is actually happening. Jake is a plus 155 underdog going into the fight and taking the biggest risk he's ever taken. It's going to be on Netflix. Now, this fight I will watch.
This one's crazy.
Please give me the weight. Please give me the fucking weight.
It's an exhibition. There is no weight.
There'll be no guidelines.
There'll be agreed weight.
A range?
Yeah, there'll be agreed weight in the contract. It has to be.
For Jake to come down.
Correct.
What will it be?
It'll probably be 195, maybe 200.
Still.
Bro, how is that possible?
I mean, bro, I did it with Floyd. You guys don't understand. Exhibitions are a real thing now. As long as people are watching, that's the metric.
Yes.
You know how tall? You know how tall Gervonta is?
I think he's like 5'5".
Not even.
He's probably 5'4".
Bro, okay, but look, you want to know what's going to happen in that fight? Because I'll tell you too.
Tell us.
Because I did the same thing. I fought a really crafty, much smaller fighter. His name was Floyd Mayweather.
He's a young Floyd. Protege of Floyd.
In the prime, in his prime.
Yes.
Well, close, right?
No, Gervonta's, I think he's still in his prime.
That's what I'm saying.
I would, bro.
This is a different fight than you and Floyd.
This is very
By a
dangerous.
landslide.
By a landslide. This is a dangerous one for Jake.
He needs to do it, though.
This is a dangerous fight for Jake. The kid has got balls.
Some boxing analysts have raised questions about the weight factor in the upcoming Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul exhibition. Normally fighting at 135 pounds, Davis could reportedly step into the ring closer to 160 pounds, a dramatic 25-pound jump. This increase could significantly narrow the size difference and make Davis's power even more dangerous. Analysts believe this weight gain might boost his explosiveness and reduce Jake's physical edge. Meanwhile, Tank's longtime coach, Calvin Ford, recently discussed their game plan in an interview with Fight Hub, noting that Davis is mentally focused and in great shape. Ford hinted that Tank's biggest concerns going into the fight may actually become his biggest strengths, suggesting a calculated strategy designed to exploit Jake's weaknesses.
Concerned about with Gervonta Davis is we know big exhibition coming up November 14th. We are going to do a live stream watch party for that. I don't know in what way, but we got to make it special. You guys know when I do these watch parties, they are insane. We want to have some guests. We may do a 24-hour. I'm not sure. Leave in the comments what you want to see. But we may be seeing the formulation of a game plan and tactics from this training footage from Gervonta Davis. And I think I may understand the key of what they want to do, how they want to go about it, and why Jake Paul might be in more trouble than I originally thought. What do I mean? The breakdown. Let's go.
He is the star of Wade Concept.
All right, so Calvin Ford, coach for Gervonta Davis, has been for pretty much since Gervonta started boxing. Sat down with Marcos over at Fight Hub. Shout out to Marcos for the footage, man. He's always killing the game with interviews and everything else. He sat down with Marcos, and they talked about Tank and potentially what he will do after the Jake fight, why he's doing the Jake fight, and what their biggest concerns are, which your biggest concerns end up being what you turn into your biggest weapons. The things you're most concerned about, you look to exploit because that's usually the other person's greatest strength, and behind it's their greatest weakness. So I'm going to take a look at this interview and show you guys why I think Jake might actually be in a little more trouble than I originally thought with this fight, and why I'm going to be more excited to see what Tank brings if the mindset is where I think it is.
So how are we with everything, man? How's Tank been? a good headspace, great headspace.
Boxing analyst Showbiz the Adult broke down why Tank Davis is far from being a small fighter. Despite his 5'5" frame, Davis is compact, powerful, and built for destruction. His muscle density, balance, and conditioning allow him to generate immense force, making him one of the hardest punchers pound for pound. Showbiz explained that calling Tank small is misleading because his frame carries the power of a much larger athlete. His explosive bursts and ability to control distance give him an advantage over opponents who underestimate him based on size alone.
Yield that type of weight. He's a bowling ball. He ain't a little guy like you guys say. The Tanky Wanky say he's a little guy. But I got more receipts. Do you guys remember 2 years ago against Mario Barrios to make 140? He was coming down in weight.
144.1.
Weighing in at 144 plus. Huh? I even got more receipts for you guys. Remember against Ryan Garcia, right? You saw him stacking on snacky cakes and all kind of Skittles and shit, for the all access with him versus Ryan Garcia. I think this was like episode 2 or something. It was hilarious. But he goes in the store and they have to weigh him. And in that store, he weighs 150 pounds.
Good, thank you.
How much I weigh?
154.
154?
Yes, sir.
All right, weigh me one more time.
All right, 150.
150? What is on? All right, bet.
And then the most famous audio leak that the War Room made famous that we sent out and it went viral when Team Tank said that Gervonta Tank Davis walks around at 160 pounds.
You ain't gonna never want to fight at 135 again. He grew up and understand. That's such a big company, man. This is walk around weight. No. Walk around? Like just, you know what I mean?
British boxer Dave Allen shared a more balanced opinion on the matchup. He admitted he didn't enjoy Jake Paul's previous fights against aging legends like Mike Tyson or Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., calling them stunts. However, he views the Davis fight differently. To Allen, this exhibition is harmless entertainment as long as no one gets seriously hurt. He added that while Jake isn't a world-class boxer, his work ethic and improvement deserve respect. Moreover, Jake's fights attract new audiences to boxing, and people are genuinely curious to see how Davis handles someone much bigger.
The thing with Jake Paul, I think he's a good area title level fighter, and that's a good level, and you can be proud of it. Do you know what I mean? It's good, but the Mike Tyson fight I didn't like. The Chavez fight was just farcical because he's 11 years past his best, up 6 weight divisions. But less of a problem because Chavez wasn't in his 50s. Fighting the MMA guys, again, he's fighting people that don't do the same, that they're not even in the same sport. But while they're a bit older, they're still not in the 50s. So all that stuff, I won't really watch any of it. I think I've watched one fight against Tommy Fury, the only professional boxer in and around his prime years, and he got beat. But I think his area title level, I think he works really hard. I think he trains hard, and I don't think he's a bad fighter at all. I don't think he's a good fighter, but he's not a bad fighter. For his experience, he's not bad at all. But Gervonta Davis is a lightweight. So, by all means, if they make a few quid and nobody gets hurt, then great. But I certainly wouldn't be paying a penny to watch it. I think it's just absolutely ridiculous, farcical. Who wants to watch an exhibition? Gervonta Davis is in his prime years. Why is he wasting his time? Why is he having a rematch for the fella he got a draw with? Why is he not fighting? Why is he not going up a weight and fighting Lopez and Garcias and them fighters. Why is he?
World champion Claressa Shields raised concerns about Davis's career direction following the announcement of the Jake Paul fight. She questioned why a top fighter like Davis would hint at retirement instead of challenging elite opponents such as Shakur Stevenson or Teofimo Lopez. Shields believes that by taking crossover fights instead of traditional matchups, Davis risks being viewed as avoiding real competition. However, some analysts note that Tank has faced mental and emotional struggles over recent years, which could be influencing his current career choices more than fans realize.
Gervonta got skills out this world. He's a scary dude. He's scary. Ain't no way he said he's supposed to come back and get Shakur, Devin, Ryan, Teofimo, whoop all these ass. Now he like, I'm about to retire after I fight Jake. No, I don't let nobody talk about me like that. The way that Shakur disrespect him, the way that Devin talked to him, the way that Ryan, he already knocked out Ryan. The way that these dudes be talking, he supposed to come back and get them. He the man, right? He where everybody say is the best. I ain't leaving no food on the table. When I'm done boxing, I'm whooping all these girls. They all getting beat. You said you can beat me? Oh, okay, I'm gonna figure out a way to get you.
Veteran trainer Robert Garcia offered his perspective on the fight, suggesting that while there's nothing wrong with Davis taking the bout, the timing feels questionable. Garcia explained that boxing legends like Mayweather and Ali pursued big money exhibitions only after completing their legacies. Davis, however, still has major fights left to prove his greatness. Against names like Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, Garcia warned that choosing spectacle over substance might hurt Tank's reputation among boxing purists. To him, this fight feels more like a flashy detour than a step toward long-term legacy.
Or something like that. But I don't know. What's your just take on the whole thing?
I'm not very interested. That doesn't excite me. I know it's going to do really good numbers. I know they're making a lot of money, which is good for them, good for Tank, because in boxing, that's what everybody looks for. I think is, the good thing is they announced it as an exhibition, which is, I'm okay with it. Everybody does it. Mayweather has done it. Ali did it. The only thing, my personal opinion is Tank, they all did it when they had already accomplished so much. They already did so much. Mayweather did everything in boxing and accomplished everything. Muhammad Ali did the same, and many others that have done it. I think Tank never gave us the fights that we really wanted. Never really gave us those challenges. He never really challenged himself. He didn't give Rhodes that rematch, which he should have. Mayweather did it when he had a hard time with Maidana and Castillo. Right away, he did the rematches to prove everybody wrong, and look at what he did. He beat him clearly. So Tank should have done the same. He didn't. That I could criticize, but then at the end also, if you're making 30 to 50 million, I don't even know what he's making to fight, to have an exhibition against just Jake Paul, I would have asked, I would do the same.
No one would say no to that, right?
If I had one of my fighters get an offer to fight a big celebrity, a big YouTuber for $20, $30 million, I would probably do the same. So I don't blame him. It's boxing. At the end of his career, 20 years from now, nobody's gonna care how many belts he won.
Commentator Charleston White took a harsher stance, calling Jake Paul's career entertainment disguised as boxing. He argued that Jake's fights are carefully staged exhibitions, designed to generate buzz rather than test real skill. According to White, Jake has yet to face an elite boxer who can truly challenge him. He believes a fight against Davis would expose Jake's limitations, as Tank's experience and world-class reflexes would quickly reveal the gap in talent. White's comments echo the frustration of many boxing purists who believe true legends are built through real competition, not through scripted showdowns.
And Charleston White gave his review and what he thought about the Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul fight. And what he said was, look, man, do not pick against Jake Paul because he didn't believe that any of the fights that Jake Paul have had to date really have been a real thing. And that the boxing world is looking for that great WHITE hype. And Jake Paul is going to be that guy, even though he really can't do it in a real boxing match. So he was basically reflecting and saying that the saying where they say, believe half of what you hear, half of what you see, and none of what you hear. He adjusted it to say, don't believe anything you hear and anything you say, anything that you hear and anything that you see. And honestly, man, when it comes to internet boxing, YouTube boxing, and what people say is going on in the media, without a doubt, I think Charleston White is 100% right about that. Don't believe anything you hear. Don't believe anything you see. Wait to see how things play out, and ultimately everything will come out in the wash. Well, going into this fight with Gervonta Davis, I had my concerns about the fight because of the same type of reasoning that Charleston White used, except for mine is slightly different. I don't think that either one of these guys are going to try to do too much damage to each other. Number one, because if it's scripted, which more than likely to an extent it will be, Gervonta Davis is not going to put himself in a situation where Jake Paul is going to actually...
Despite all the criticism, Jake Paul's involvement continues to entertain millions. His fights, whether loved or hated, spark conversations that keep boxing relevant. Some traditionalists call it a money grab, but others credit Jake for bringing new energy and younger audiences to the sport. Fans tune in not only to watch him win, but to see if he'll finally lose. That unpredictability keeps boxing exciting. Even purists admit that Jake's presence adds drama and hype that the sport has been missing for years.
I like when it's all said and done and when you guys go off, they go into the next man. So if y'all can make a big payday, go get that payday. The sport of boxing don't love you. And that's the problem with this sport. It's like what Jake Paul did, man, it's crazy, but people getting paid off of it.
Yeah.
So if he can call any one of y'all out and y'all can get that payday, I say go get it, baby. I'm not mad at it.
For me, and I'm not mad at this move at all for Tank Davis, but I think when it comes to boxing fans, there's an essence that comes with this sport, and it's an essence that hasn't been lost.
So what do you think? Is Gervonta Davis making the right move by taking this fight now? Or is he skipping an important chapter in his career? Let us know your thoughts below.